matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Potter. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The kick is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State. Right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This dude is having a day. And with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the defense drags him down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
they had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They feed him again. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
all season long we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner goes down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown?
And the big boy.
Run to the right. The 20. Past the 10.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Potter. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Extra rushers coming, but he gets it out of there. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Potter. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, I'm just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Makes the grab. It's Valentine. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Potter. It's complete to the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch, it's Sims. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop 8-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a crease to the left. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First play of the drive, it's the end around. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the right. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Rushes on him. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Buckeyes and they're going to try it again. It's another fake. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of him. They've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
CC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by just 1 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll give it to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup from 5 to the 29.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice.
Into the secondary on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Trying to keep the drive alive. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
In the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the run, it's Rodgers.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of...
Oh, it's a fumble! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Back to throw, it's Potter. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Going to try to get it himself. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down.
Scores on the sneak. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Open space at the 25. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, trailing late. They've got to get to work here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got it near midfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Grabbed near the marker. It's Roberts. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit over. welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Boiler. Will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will get the football first. Running behind that left side. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Close to the marker, it's Roberts. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. That's reeled in, it's Rodgers. Oh, what a move to get room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Looking for more room. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Off play action. He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here comes the field goal unit stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with an end around. On the move at the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Wow, through the defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Roberts. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. First and 10 for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Offense threatening, first and 10 from the 31. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I'm so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
Nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Under fire. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put them right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lost the defense, he's wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
He took the missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. That's caught. It's Miller. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. It'll be a draw. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He'll return it from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run from the shotgun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. The quick out. They'll immediately call timeout.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game now, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Boilermakers are on the move.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little space. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They run the reverse. It's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Buckeyes will. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Extending the play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time, trying to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10.
Dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Off play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rogers. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Rogers. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He'll sneak it. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's a reverse. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. One way, everybody started running that, and all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
Lots of running room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to...
Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep on the run. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He'll do it himself on the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The short hands, it's home. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ward. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Across the 45. Speeding down the left side.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
For this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Ward. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Corral and brought down by the defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically.
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what we're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pop the draw. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a fourth down is coming. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Kick is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. From the gun, give on the inside. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominant